Today we're turning plastic into porcelain. I started by printing out all the parts to my staff out of PLA and it took almost 60 hours. Unfortunately, that was the easy part because to get the look of real porcelain, this thing needs to be perfectly smooth. But before it can be smooth, it has to be strong, so I'm gonna super glue the parts together and then plastic weld them with a soldering iron. I'm adding a carbon fiber dowel through all the pieces, and with that, this thing is pretty much indestructible. Next, I spray everything down with a coat of fillable, sandable primer and then sand, and then cry and sand some more. I usually start with a rougher grit sandpaper like 180 or 220, give it another coat of filler primer, then move on to something like 400. If you're not sure if you're sanding enough, just keep going until you don't have fingerprints anymore. Now, because this is for my Porcelain Luxe cosplay, the porcelain bunnies are kind of a focal point here, so I'm gonna give them some extra love with more sanding and filling it with some Bondo. Bondo applies much better if you thin it out with acetone and apply it with a brush, but I didn't want to go back inside and get my paintbrushes, so I'm just gonna use a popsicle stick. After all that base work, the piece is perfectly smooth and ready for paint. I can't wait to give it that classic white and blue look, but first I need a nap and my arms need a rest day.